what I just mentioned. I wish more women understood that there are a lot of different aspects to real estate. There is being an investor. You could be an agent where you're showing people properties and helping them sell their homes, or be in property management, commercial real estate, like you're mentioning, multifamily work. There's just so many different available avenues. And one of the things that I know about myself, and I'm sure there's many women listening that are like this as well, when I'm interested in something, I want to learn as much as I can about it. That's probably why I've learned about and done so many different aspects of it. So I would just say to the women out there, if you have any interest, if there's something tugging at your soul or your heartstrings to, you get excited or you light up, or like so many people watching the flipping shows on TV or whatever, if there's anything about that, watching furniture get rebuilt and redone and repurposed, try it out. Start somewhere. Invest in yourself. Invest through programs, through mentors, through coaches, and just give it a try, because we don't know if we don't try. And if you try one area of real estate and you find out that maybe it's not what you built up in your mind, it's not a loss, because now you know. And that can very easily allow you then to pivot to that other thing. We are shown the way constantly, but the only way we're going to really be able to follow our purpose, our destiny, is to take that first step. So it's possible. And I think, a huge benefit as well. I'm going off on a little bit of rant, but you're making me think about so many things. Another just huge benefit as women, we are about community and connection. And it's not just a transaction. And I'm using that word very loosely because there's many different types of transactions in real estate. But, much like the last question that you asked me, the cool thing about what I do and what you can do in real estate, anybody can do, is to be able to affect another person's life in a positive way. And that can happen in a plethora of ways in real estate. And I just think that's really cool.
Mhm. I agree. And I like what you said about community and connection, because ultimately, why I'm even in diving deep into commercial real estate is because of that. So,
Can you expand on that a little bit? Would you mind? Like, how do
well,
you see the two?
well, I have this huge idea and vision that God gave me.
Yeah.
Um, and in order to fulfill it, I realized that I needed to become fully aware of commercial real estate.
Yes.
And I said, well, I've always been interested in real estate since I was a little girl. I was one of those kids. And it's so nice to know that part of my destiny involves commercial real estate, because now I can finally have a reason to
Yes.
dive deeper and not just skim the surface of it.
Yeah.
And so anything that's given to me from God is involves impacting other people in a positive way.
Yes.
And so community and connection are inherently built in.
Yeah. And I want to really point out what you said there too, which is it's a piece of it. So, it can literally be, whether it's real estate or something else, it's a piece of this. I mean, basically like life puzzle. I just got an image of a puzzle in my head that comes together as we progress through life. So it's cool to know that even for you, it's come almost full circle in a way. You said you've been interested in a long time, and now you're seeing how looking into this area of commercial real estate will be able to help facilitate your destiny.
Exactly. which
Yeah.
makes it even better.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding? Because now you're going to learn about something new. You're going to meet all these cool people. That's literally how we met, right? Through a mutual friend. But it was
Mhm.
originally about real estate. So I think it's really cool.
It's so cool. And I would like to ask you the next question by starting off with giving you some context and giving the
Yeah,
listener some context first.
please.
Sure. So there's this thing that's called bubble of awesomeness. And what that means for me is I write about it plenty in the book called Don't F with My Joy.
Hmm.
And what it means for me is think about all the people in your life that make your life more awesome, period.
Mm.
And sometimes we have 5 billion people that make our life more awesome because we have 5 billion people that we're in contact with
Yeah,
through email, through social media, through TV, through all the different platforms and communication mediums that exist. And sometimes we have 5 people that make our life more awesome. And sometimes we have people in real estate that make our life more awesome. And then we have people in our family that make our life more awesome. And we can start
yes.
categorizing and like bucket it.
Yeah. Wonderful word.
And so everybody's different and everybody has it. Sometimes it's one person in your life that makes your life more awesome. And that one person is all you ever needed and all you ever wanted.
Mm.
So everybody defines it differently, but I'm giving some context so that people can have an idea in their head before they hear this question that I'm about to ask. And of course, I go into the depth and the breadth of this in the book, Don't F with My Joy. Hashtag I am happiest, which is available on Amazon.com as an audiobook narrated by me
Yeah.
and as a ebook as well. So if you ever want more depth and breadth, the book is available for that. So I'll ask the question now. Will you like to share who is in your bubble of awesomeness for financial self care?
Yes, I love because now I have this bubble image in my head, and there's like fireworks and confetti and all sorts of stuff. What a cool question, and thank you for the context. I'm sure definitely helpful for the listeners as well. There's a few people I definitely would put in that bubble of awesomeness for financial care. One girlfriend in particular I'm thinking of who did help me with the spiritual side because I'm always looking at um, grounded techniques and things I can do, as well as spiritual. And we have and continue to do different check ins where we're doing meditations and talking about where are we uncomfortable, talking about finances, whether it's raising our prices for a package or there's something that we want to get, but we feel like it's out of our price range. So it's really amazing to be able to talk to her about those things and to share resources like Kundalini meditations and to have that safe space with her is just amazing. We also go through different books together as well that have to do with wealth and creating a different mindset. So that's more on the, I'll just, is a very general term called spiritual level. And then on a very practical level, it's a girlfriend I mentioned earlier where she is phenomenal at budgeting and the little tips and tricks and tweaks and things that she's taught me about opening different bank accounts and having things go from here to there, automatically. It's just what lifted such a weight off of me and again, empowered me in so many ways. So I would say absolutely, hands down, those two ladies for sure are in my awesomeness bubble for financial self care because I think it's important. I definitely want to add this, and I know we need to wrap up already, which is coming so quickly. I just want to make sure that I say whether it's finances or anything else, but let's specifically talking about finances today, it is a muscle. So much like you said, high level, and depending on where people are, start where you are and build from there. And we do need to wrap up, but I know you're coming up back next week. Can you share with the listeners really quickly, Maritza, just how people can find you so they can get that awesome book?
Of course. So again, my name is Maritza, and the book is available on Amazon.com as an ebook and as an audiobook. And the name of the book is Don't F with My Joy, hashtag I am happiest. Also on YouTube, and when you do a simple Google search, it all shows up to make you smile. Enjoy, guys.
Yes, absolutely. Her TED Talk was awesome. Go check her out. And as you all know, you can find me on my website. That's the best place to get a hold of me now. And that is simply jillianbeth.love. Go check me out over there. And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. My desire is for each and every single one of you to be living your soul's purpose. Thank you, Maritza.